The reason why this story is so important is the thing that separates humans from any other species on the planet is storytelling, and it's the stories we tell about ourselves, the stories we tell to each other. And when people die without telling their stories, that's a part of history that we never get back.
Missed him.
When we returned from overseas, we were ignored. Nobody wanted to hear anything, and they didn't understand anyway, so it was not much good of talking to them. And the only relief we had was on Anzac Day when you met up with your mates.
For us to have that record and to be able to, we all sat around, put it on the big screen and saw it, and it's just precious to us and makes me cry to hear his voice, because I'll never hear his voice again. And we'll treasure that, and it's been wonderful what this story has put together.
And what this story is doing that's so important is two things. One, it's giving Australians the gift of knowing veteran stories, knowing the people that help shape this nation and being able to hear them. And the second thing is it's creating a safe space for veterans, sometimes for the first time, to share what they've been going through. And that is an incredible gift that is time critical. Once that person goes, the story goes with them.
I didn't know a lot about This Story Australia until a couple of weeks ago. I've obviously had a chance to look at the material that you forwarded me and the sites, and I think it's admirable. And I don't use that term lightly. I think that you're capturing, hopefully, and will continue to capture, hopefully, the stories that some of us have got to tell.
You can carry a lot of things hidden. You can hide a lot of things, and we've all done it in different ways. But that makes you bitter. An old Aboriginal guy that couldn't talk really good English, when he saw me as a young person, and he saw me as a hangry, bitter young man, he looked at me and he said to me, "You got to stop riding that horse called vengeance. You got to stop leading that pack horse called payback." He said, because those two horses are going to turn around and kick the shit out of you.
It's a pity that we weren't able to see the stories of World War I vets captured as you're trying to capture my story today, be it Vietnam or other circumstances. And they only died a few years ago. We had the means with television, cameras, microphones and all the rest to do so. I think it's terrific. And I'd like to think that one or more corporations will get behind This Story Australia and make it a lot easier in the next 5 years, and it's obviously been in the last 10 years, to really develop a heritage on film of what various Australians are doing, whether they're heroes or they're Joe Average, and they've been out there and you're trying to give them a chance to tell a story. I think that's great.
I love what this story is doing. I love why it exists, and I urge people to see the time critical nature, and I feel really privileged to have been able to tell my story, and it's certainly a gift for me also, so thank you.
My marching days are over now. My fighting days are done. They've carried out their last fatigue. Their victories are won. And although the world has changed today, and fame's a fleeting thing, along the road of memories our old battalion swings. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.